what is the biggest mistake people make when they're cooking barbecue at home? So there's kind of two lines of thought here. Both of them involve time and giving yourself enough time. One is the cooking process takes time, and especially when you're talking about low and slow barbecue. And you always want to be holding rather than pushing. So whether you're cooking chicken, ribs, or even the longer cuts, brisket and pork, or anything like that, you want to give yourself enough time to get it done properly. Because what a lot of people do is they'll start running out of time, and then they'll crank up their temperature, and that really is not good for barbecue. If you crank up your temperature halfway or three-quarters of the way through, you're going to pull moisture out of your meat and dry out the outside as well. So it just doesn't turn out well, especially like when people are new into barbecue, and especially if they're reading their temperatures all the time, and you hit that stall at 170 degrees with brisket or pork, and it's there for an hour, 2 hours, and you're just freaking out. You crank up the temperature. It's not a good idea. You just have to ride it out. You want to stay, for the most part, people are cooking in that anywhere from 250 to 275 range for low and slow barbecue. Some people go as low as 225. I find that just takes too long, and I like that 250, 275 range, especially at the home, because tendency people do is open the smoker more often. When we're at the shop, like in the catering business, in the restaurant, you can set that thing at 225 because not one person opens that door overnight, and everything is so contained, and the Southern Prides that we use are just run so efficiently that you can get the same result. Your stuff will get tender in 12 hours, but if you're cooking at home at 225, it's going to take you longer. I guarantee it. I've witnessed it myself. It just takes longer because people look at it, they open the doors, they're spritzing it, they're messing around with it. The home smokers aren't as efficient as the industry smokers that we use. Yeah, so I always recommend 250 to 275 and give yourself enough time. Now, it even compounds on that is not enough people plan for their rest time to be long enough. So if you're cooking big cuts, especially pork and brisket, you want to rest at least 2 hours for those cuts. So you're looking at a 14 to 16 hour window where you should be cooking and resting for those big cuts. And then for like ribs and chicken and turkeys and things that are a little shorter cook time, you still want to let those rest for half an hour or so. In my opinion, just lets the meat relax. All the juices kind of reabsorb. It's just a better product in the end. So give yourself enough time for the cooking process and for resting. That's the most common mistake, is people don't give themselves enough time.